tell us a little bit about who you are and what these photos are representative of behind you.
Well, I'm a photographer. I'm a photography instructor at Cal State Northridge, and the photographs behind me represent a small portion of a large documentary sort of project I did on this very street, Broadway, between 3rd and 9th Street. It's known as the Historic Theater District, and I find a great area to take photographs, lively, a lot of culture, a lot of interesting people, and Gary was kind enough to allow me to put some of them on the wall for a while, and here they are. That's the interior of the Palace Theater, which is one of the historic theaters up and down the street here. Some of the, a lot of them are in various stages of repair or renovation. Some of them are not being used at all. Some of them are completely abandoned. And that's another one of the theaters. That's the old Pantages. If you look at the top part of the frame, you'll see the old Pantages etched into the stone. And then it became the Arcade Theater later, I guess.
Here we are high up. Tell us a little bit about this. A great shot.
Well, surprisingly, some of the old buildings here are abandoned, or else they're like being used for like sweatshops, and you can pretty much get inside of a lot of them and just find your way up to the rooftops. I'm a big fan of Walker Evans. He's one of the great figures in American photography. This kind of like urban landscape kind of stuff, where you just sort of have like a very straight horizontal view, and it just sort of puts a lot of different signs and people into the frame, and I kind of like that style of shooting a place like Broadway.
What is this building here?
It's the building that's right across the street from where we are right now, in fact. It's called the Eastern Building. It's one of the older and nicer buildings that's been really renovated. In fact, it's pretty expensive to live in, I hear.
Fantastic.
Johnny Depp has a penthouse in there. I think when you shoot from above, that bird's eye view is interesting because the street has so much texture, it becomes the background.
What is this, illegal driver's license or something?
It looks like it, but it's a sign right out on the street, and they'll hook you up with an ID card.
Hey, this is cool.
This guy here playing the accordion, I see him all the time. This picture was taken about 2 years ago, but I still see that guy out here playing his accordion,
dedicated and committed,
trying to make a few coins. And this picture to me shows sort of a dichotomy, the two different sides of the Hispanic life in Los Angeles. The guy with the Dodgers shirt, and then the old time traditional accordion player. Kind of shows you the different multicultural scene out here on Broadway.
Earlier you mentioned this was one of your favorites.
I like it because it's a family picture, and some of the pictures that you take out in the streets can be kind of harsh, and this is more like it's a family portrait, but it's an unusual family portrait. You're standing in the street, and then of course the little dog is felt like he had to protect them.
Alright, David, I want to thank you very much for giving us a look into your photographs of Broadway. We want to thank Mr. Gary Leonard for allowing you to participate in this month's art walk. I really enjoyed it. Look forward to more of your great work. Thank you, David. Blaze out.